Hey guys, I wanted to explain what a dead price bracket is. Each suburb will have one, and what it is there'll be a certain range in each suburb where just not much product comes up. This is Mount Hawthorn, and I was talking to a buyer that they're really struggling to find anything decent around 1.4-ish. So I summarised, well, in the last 6 months there's been about 68 odd sales. 3 sales have occurred between 1.3 to 1.5. Between 1.4 to 1.5, no sales have occurred. So no wonder you can't find anything. That is the dead price bracket. Why is it a dead price bracket? Because a lot of the houses are on the same size sort of land, about 491 odd square meters is your typical land size. If they haven't had any work done to them in a very long time, they're going to fall in the probably like 1 to 1.2-ish sort of range. If they've had a renovation done on them in the last 10, 20 years, they're probably going to start to fall in the 1.6 to 2 million plus range. So just not much falls into that 1.3 to 1.5. It's just a bit of a middle zone where it would have to be a house that's had a bit of an extension, but it wasn't a big extension, and maybe it was done quite a while ago, so it's getting a bit dated, or perhaps maybe it's on a busier section of a street, or maybe the land size is a bit smaller, but there will be some sort of quirk if it's falling into that price bracket. So what do you do about it as a buyer? Quite simply, you either need to obviously, one, increase your budget. If obviously you can't do that, then explore other suburbs, look at the surrounding suburbs and see if that price bracket really opens up some other options, or start to understand what you're going to need to compromise on and be a bit more flexible. If you really want a particular suburb and that is your max budget, then understand that, yeah, you might be on a busier street or have a slightly smaller block or just have some sort of quirk that makes the property fall into a different price bracket, which isn't all bad. If the goal is to get into the suburb, then yeah, make some sort of compromises on what you're going to buy and get in there and sort of be happy. But anyway, that was quite interesting data. When I had a look at it, I always knew that it sort of obviously existed, but when I laid it out like that, I was like, yeah, wow, that 1.3 to 1.5 really is the dead bracket at the moment. 2-3 years ago, the dead bracket was like 1.1 to 1.3. So the dead bracket has simply shifted up in price. Anyway, if you are looking in a certain suburb and are finding it really hard to get something and you'd like to have a little breakdown on that data and see if you're looking in the dead bracket and wasting your time, more than happy to put some data together for you. Cheers.